To był w prawym górnym, nie? Tak. Spoko. Chciałam sprawdzić, ale sama sobie to wybierałam, nie? Nie jest źle, ale tak jak mówisz.
Teraz masz to za małe oczy. Musisz podkreślić te oczy, żeby zawsze makijaż oczu żeby oczy były bardziej wyraziste, bo teraz jakby oczy się...
Czy wiesz, że to już idzie? Cześć, z tej strony Wolfie, witam was w Apokalipsach Hogwartu Dziedzictwo. Zaczynajmy. Ostatnio byliśmy w Hogsmeade, wybraliśmy sobie różdżki, trochę żeśmy powalczyli, a dzisiaj kontynuujemy eksplorację Hogwartu. I odkrywajmy nowe zaklęcia i inne przedmioty. Musimy udać się do profesora Finga. Coś tam się stukło. Nieładnie, nieładnie. Dobra, let's go. Witam serdecznie, Wertuksie. Może jabłuszko? Jest na dobry początek streama. Dobra.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oczywiście, że rozpoczynamy kolejną przygodę. Kocham schody w Hogwarcie, patrzcie, jak jest piękne. Zachwyt oczywiście nie minął. Dolne wielkie schody. Odkryto nową lokalizację płomieni Fiu. Siema, Kapix. Co tam, jak tam u was? Wszystko w porządku? Let's go. Ciekawe, co nam dzisiaj profesor powie. Siema, arbuzik. Siemaneczko. Musimy pół Hogwartu przelecieć, żeby się spotkać z jednym człowiekiem. A potem wrócić do drugiej części, żeby się spotkać z kimś innym. Rewelacja. Spoko, spoko. To się kiedyś zmieni. Odkryjemy wszelkie sieci Fiu i będziemy sobie przeskakiwać. O, chciałabym tak. Tak jakby tak za nami książki latały. Byłoby zabawne. O. Klasa profesora. Obstałem, że to jest jedna z postaci, z którą będziemy najczęściej przebywać. Która nas będzie prowadzić. Czekajmy. Zobaczymy, co nam powie. Coś się dzieje. O.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me, and he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three
Ja, to była
Broomsticks not
bardzo dobra
intervened.
walka.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Ranrock i Rookwood chcą zdobyć medalion. Ja myślę, że jesteśmy na szczycie listy najbardziej przeszkadzających ludzi
They're after the
w
locket.
tej chwili.
You said you discovered something in it.
Yes.
Nie, to mów, co
I
odkryłeś.
discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a
Mapa
map of
Hogwartu?
Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise.
Dział ksiąg zakazanych. Uwielbiam tę
I see
lokalizację.
traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only
Profesor
after a
Hecat
book, but we should be
obrona się
prepared
czarną
for
magią.
anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
No dobra. Tajemnica medalionu, misja ukończona. To lecimy. W dziale ksiąg zakazanych, jak Harry, Hermiona z Ronem podróżowali, to natknęli się na księgę i prawie przez nią zostali odkryci, która wrzeszczała. Będzie tak dość, że nasza bibliotekarka się obudziła. A dostać się nie będzie tam łatwo. I co? Kurde. Jak już w ogóle wiemy i pamiętamy z poprzednich streamów, Quidditch nie będzie aktywny, natomiast latać na miotle i jak najbardziej będzie się dało. Dobra, ciebie zostawimy na później. Mamy ważniejszą misję do zrobienia. O, na górę. Dzień dobry, profesor Hecat.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks.
No, to nie będzie takie łatwe.
You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio.
Dawaj te zadania.
You know where to find me once you've finished.
Wygraj 2 rundy skrzyżowanych różdżek, ukończę do treningu kombinacji zaklęć Lukala Bradley. Dobra. To
Seems crossed ones isn't as secret
zobaczymy.
as it's believed to be.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Jezu, Zenobia, przyjdziemy do ciebie. Nie tak nerwowo.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Kto wie, może wyjdą dodatki z Quidditchem. Zamek. Ale homora by się przydała. Spirytek? O Jezu.
Where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole?
Patrzcie, jaki wredny. Zupełnie inaczej Irytka sobie wyobrażam, gdy czytałam Harry'ego Pottera. Nie jako błazna, na pewno takiego. Revenge. Ach, te koty.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Czekajcie. O! Odkryliśmy. Kolejna strona. No to powalczymy.
Can I help you?
Oczywiście.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know.
Witam,
I
Gryfonie.
coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed
A,
Sebastian.
pokonaliśmy Sebastiana od tak.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
Ale nie składaj, masz taki samo zachwyt.
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
No dawaj, to oczywiście chcę
Dueling's an
dołączyć.
entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like.
O, mamy dwójkę przyjaciół, więc zawsze będzie można powalczyć z nimi.
Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
O Jezu, bez przesady. O kurde. No ależ kurde. Nie jest dobrze. Aleśmy się nie przygotowali. To jeszcze raz.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes, don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
O! I teraz jedziemy. Dawaj, dawaj. Dawaj. Astoria, Antichos, Antichos. Dobra. I raz. Dawaj. Dawaj. Dobrze.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
No.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's
Wiadomo.
strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And
Może
as
od
a
razu.
fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Chyba do 13, jak się z lekcji. Coś w tym 13:30? No. To jeszcze pamiętam. Musimy jeszcze jedną zagrać.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant.
Im szybciej zakończymy zadania, tym lepiej.
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Jak jest uczciwość, kiedy walczymy w dwójkę na trójkę graczy? No to jest jakiś żart. Ale czy ja, czy że Vertux? Bo jeżeli my, to nie. Lecisz. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery. Jeszcze jedno. No, jeszcze. Dawaj ją. Dobrze.
Bravo.
I gave it
Brawo
my
ja.
all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
No dobra. Skrzyżowanie różdżki ogarnięte. Jedno z zadań pani profesor Haka zrobione.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course.
Ale w sumie
I'll
nie
fetch
chcę.
it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Actually, I might come back later.
Suit yourself. I'll be around when you're ready.
Wy macie dużo więcej wolnego niż my, więc nie narzekajcie. Możesz. Chyba jednak będziemy musieli ten manekin trochę porobić.
Hello, Lucan. I'm ready for practice.
Glad you're keeping at it. Ready to have a try now?
Nie przepuści nas.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Next time, Pat.
Nie ma w ogóle. A, ja nie mam. Czekaj, muszę sobie ustawić. Musimy sobie to ustawić. No mam. Nie mam.
Lumos.
You'll get it.
Repair it.
Something.
Różdżka mi nie działa.
Repair it.
Nie, trzeba robić tak. Jeszcze raz tak.
Nicely done.
Najwyklejszy atak. Przypomniało mi się. Dobra. Obstawiam, że ostatni atak będzie najgorszy.
Excellent form.
A. Tak. Raz, dwa, trzy. Oj. Co za Już. Raz, dwa, trzy. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery. Dobrze.
Good one. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
No dobra.
Assignment's all finished.
Możemy wyjść. I wracamy. Czekajcie. Może tak. Po co się przemęczyć?
I think he was hungry.
No.
More like he doesn't like.
Ja myślałam, że to kolejna kartka zaginiona z księgi. Ale nie. Co do następnego streamu, to jeszcze nie wiem, bo będę mieć przyszły tydzień dość ciężki w pracy, więc prędzej obstawiam, że to będzie kwestia weekendu. Zobaczymy.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad
Szybko
to
nam
hear
poszło.
it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Naucz?
Yes.
Nie, pani
I'm
profesor.
sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement.
Okej.
Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Dobra. Nie. Na wolno. Teraz będzie kit. I będzie Incendio. Super. Jakaś praktyka?
Good work.
Czekajcie. To jest Lumos. To jest Reparo. Tu może na razie za Reparo. Miejmy nadzieję, że to będzie dobry wybór. O, i kolejny poziom. No, dobra. Nie ćwiczymy.
Incendio!
Keep at it, and do try not to incinerate yourself.
Dlaczego? Ciekawe, czemu nam to wszystko tak śmiesznie działa.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Zostawmy ją sobie na później. Profesor będzie z nas zadowolony. Do Hogsmeade możemy się też na końcu wybrać, zobaczyć, czy tam jakieś nowe misje. O, profesorze Fig! Jak gdyby mój grafik nie był jeszcze dość napięty, ministerstwo obarczyło mnie niewygodnym zadaniem zaaranżowania przyjęcia do Hogwartu nowego ucznia. To pewnie o nas. I to na 5. rok, aż trudno wierzyć. Profesor Weasley nalega, że uczeń potrzebować będzie opiekuna i mentora, żeby pomóc aklimatyzacji, zanim rozpocznie się rok. To zadanie powierzam panu. Szczegółów dowie się pan od profesor Weasley. Profesor Phineas Nigalus Black, dyrektor.
Ah, there you are.
No jestem.
Hello,
Jesteśmy.
sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You
Tak,
must
tak,
continue
różdżka
to
jest
work
dość
with her
kapryśnym
and your other
przedmiotem.
professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer.
Pójdziesz z nami?
So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule...
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
Chyba się nie lubią z naszym dyrektorem. Jakiś taki respekt się
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to
No,
wait
zawsze możemy do tego działu ksiąg zakazanych sami się udać.
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further.
Lecimy zgodnie z fabułą, Arbuzik.
Whatever toils I must endure.
Dobra, chodźcie do tej działu ksiąg zakazanych. Bo oczywiście, jako uczeń, wyjdziemy poza stereotyp i będziemy działać niezgodnie z prawem. Spokój. Simba. Przeszkadzasz mi w streamie. Jest i Sebastian. Sebastian, stary, potrzebujemy twojej pomocy.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Myślę, że można mu zaufać. Lepiej mieć dwóch przyjaciół więcej niż samych wrogów.
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack.
Jak do
It's
mnie.
quite the tale. Fig had this portkey.
Ja myślałam, że to Kapixa pisałeś o meczu.
I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly
Oczywiście, jak
serious.
najpoważniej mówię.
Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me.
No to nam pomóż teraz.
Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Dobra.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
I mamy noc.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
Jak gra świateł.
I'll actually be able to turn invisible.
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive.
Jakby trzeba mieć pelerynę w
Spells are free.
spadku.
Give it a try.
I znowu będzie trzeba zamieniać zaklęcia. Kocham to. I to jest jedna z mniejszych rzeczy, która mnie drażni. Tak naprawdę. O, mamy tu w ogóle dwie kartki. Wrócimy tutaj.
Revelio.
Kameleon. Co to? Jeszcze jeden. Kurde, jest dwóch. Udało się.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Dobra, lecimy. Miało jej nie być, nie?
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
Tak przynajmniej słyszałam.
But it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
No widzę.
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Jeśli bym ci nie ufała, to bym z tobą tego zadania nie robiła.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Irytku. Lecimy. Widzimy Sebastiana przed sobą. Jest. Jesteśmy.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Gorzej jak nas złapią.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Serio. Chyba za wcześnie żeśmy to zrobili.
You aren't supposed to be here. If, you are. Must we encounter students at all hours of the day and night?
Yes. O nie. Czasami tak trzeba. Do skutku.
Silent as a grave.
Dobra. Pamiętajcie za mną o tych dwóch kartkach z księgi.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Dobra. Jesteśmy.
Should be in the clear. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St.
Ciekawe, na co
Mungo's.
choruje.
But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what,
Może będziemy
precisely?
mogli mu pomóc.
I'll know it when I see it.
Odwdzięczyć
You're
się.
being awfully cryptic.
Dobra. Normalnie. Oho. Słyszę Irytka. No kto by się tutaj tak trzaskał?
Who have we here?
Świetnie.
Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring
Boże.
where they shouldn't be. Naughty.
Ale szlaban będzie szlaban.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go.
No, ale
Good
to
luck
jest
in your search.
interesowne, że
Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know
No, dobra.
just the spell to repair this armor. Revelio.
Nie mamy reparo, nie? Czy teraz reparo ogarnąć?
Repair. Incendio. Repair. Potato. Repair. I should use repair on this broken arm. Repair.
Okej. Skrytka. Kobaltowy strój to później. Jeszcze niżej. Koniec świata. I też ta księga.
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this world. That's it.
Wow. Gdzie my jesteśmy? Czy dalej Hogwart? Skrzynia. Kapelusz.
Where might this lead?
Poznaj tajemnicę komnaty.
Leviosa. Repair. I need to wake up that room over there.
Dawaj. Lecimy i żebyśmy nie spadli. Coś nas zaatakuje?
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
O Jezu. Serio. Wow. O, człowiek do głowy. Że ja to taka hardkorowa dzisiaj. Jeszcze jeden. Wszyscy. Twoja zdolność starożytnej magii kumuluje się dzięki danym atakom w wnoszeniu obrażeń. Nieprzerwana kombinacja co najmniej 10 trafień rozpocznie generowanie doładowań starożytnej magii. Zbieranie ich znacznie wypełni licznik starożytnej magii i zregeneruje małą część zdrowia. No dobra. Lecimy. Panowie. Dobra, spadł. Jeszcze drugi. Sześć, 9. Może być. Otwieraj mi tu przejście. Jej! Ojoj. Byliśmy za wolni. Dobrze.
This must be the way forward. But to where?
Teraz się przekonamy.
Incendio! Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
O, kolejna skrzynia. O, gogle przeciwsłoneczne. Spoko. O, teraz będziemy walczyć bardziej pewnie. Dobry. Dawać. Na mnie. Magię trzeba zbierać. No mogę, ale na dziecko walczycie. Na dziecko. To będę. Nie wiem, powinien tak naprawdę teraz paść jakiś poziom wyższy. Nie ma. Ło! Trzeba się to uzdrowić. Dawaj go, jedziesz. Tak, nie wolno. Ty? Dobra, lecisz. I bez głowy. I autujemy. Wszyscy. No.
It is a book after all.
Się napłaciliśmy, żeby dotrzeć do tej księgi. Łatwo nie było. Kropla magii. Wejść? Nie wejść. Coś potrzebne. Wspomnienia. Pytanie czyje? Hogsmeade? Jakaś inna wioska? Choroby, ubóstwo i brak wody. Ale Wolfie przykoksiła i nie spadła. Wow! A oni teraz pani do nich powiedzieć, nie mogliście szybciej. Jest. Ciekawe, kim była ta dziewczynka?
You wanted to see me?
Czyżby to Izydora Morgana?
Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morgana.
Jako dziecko, jako
Welcome.
uczennica.
Professor Rookwood. Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganock, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
Intrygujące stwierdzenie.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Też jesteś arbuz razem z tobą. Tu magia, tu mecze. Typowo.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone.
Oho, i teraz wiecie, czy jest lojalny, czy nie.
If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me.
Uwaga, uwaga.
You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
Czy ona nie przypomina wam Umbridge? Brakowałoby jej tylko różowego kompletu.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Buja się Irytek. Pomógł, bardzo pomógł. Jestem wręcz zaszokowana. Słuchajcie. O czym mieliście przypomnieć? Gdzie byśmy to widzieli? Wyżej, niżej? W tych latających stronach. Gdzież to było? O, tu jest jedna. Już widzę. Nie, no mam. Tylko nie trafiłam. No. Chodźcie. Jedna, jeszcze gdzieś drugą widziałam. Gdzieś była. Wyżej? Jest. 6? O, prawie. Nieważne. Siądą, to siądą. Oba jak najwięcej. To normalnie strach chodzić po tym Hogwarcie. Tu się rusza, tam coś za tobą leci. Ja nie wiem. Czy to jest tak bezpieczna szkoła? Zobaczymy. Profesorze, wróciliśmy. Halo? Nie będzie.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with
W ogóle nam nie wierzy, nie? Bez kitu.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
No wow, dobrze, że nas
We'll see what I
zauważyłeś.
can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's...
Tak, mieliśmy tam bez
You
siebie nie
accessed
iść.
the restricted
Tak.
section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you
Ja
spare
ufam
me the
profesorowi,
details.
profesor ufał
Fair
mi.
enough.
Jest git.
In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions.
Practice.
There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
Ja już się boję
and don't
ostatniej
neglect your
walki.
friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Przecież nie zaniedbujemy. Co ty, profesorze, chcesz? O, czekaj, czemu nie odebrano nagrody? Opończa. Okulary? Nie chcę okularów. Albo legendarna zbroja. Obrona plus 9 może być. Aha, to jest ten list, żeśmy go czytali od profesora. Kapelusz czarodzieja. Pasuje nam do szala. Od razu lepiej. No i już 6. poziom. Teraz, co mamy za zadania najbliższe? Aha, kontynuować szkolne życie do powrotu profesora Figa. To się możemy...
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Okay.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
A, myślałam, że będziemy swobodnie się poruszać. Dobra, otwórz mapę. Mapa świata. Lećmy. Donati. Tak? Zobaczymy, co nam powie. No niestety ta podróż nam trochę zajmie. Ale spokojnie. Może się jeszcze natkniemy na coś ciekawego. Zanim do niej dojdziemy.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Ale musimy wyjść z Hogwartu niezależnie. Niedługo też intuicyjnie tu będziemy się poruszać. O, chatka Hagrida. Albo prawie jak chatka Hagrida. Zrobiło się sentymentalnie. Gdzie ta Alohomora? Do połowy lokacji nie możemy wejść, jak nie będziemy znać Alohomory. Kamień księżycowy zabrany. Kapelusze skaczących muchomorów też. Wszystko się może przydać. Kamień księżycowy, czyli lapis lazuli. Przechodzimy na skróty. Da się. A, tu mieliśmy.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Gdzież to ona jest? O, dynie.
This looks intriguing.
Ciekawe, czemu chciała akurat tutaj porozmawiać, nie mogliśmy porozmawiać. O, blokujemy.
Hello,
Co się dzieje?
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see
Myślę,
traces
że
of it.
nauczenie się panowania nad tą magią będziemy niezwyciężeni.
I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow
Zbierajmy sojuszników, bo myślę, że będziemy mieć bardzo poważnych wrogów.
They were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
Ja myślałam, że będzie taka poukładana.
I am going to watch
Że
Sebastian
będzie ten zły, co nas będzie wprowadzał w kłopoty. A tu tak widzę, że nie.
In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Jestem pod wrażeniem.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Co jest? Co tu się dzieje? Chyba to nie tu. Czekajcie. A, tam. Ale do niej chyba też będziemy mogli wrócić. Co się dzieje?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a dock. She's nipped back your time.
Patrz, Baru. No i właśnie o wilku mowa. Jestem. Dzień dobry. Apokalipsa Wolfie się kłania.
Leave her alone.
Uraj. Już tak szybko? Ja więcej was nie było. No jeszcze jedno.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
W części twojego szkodnika poświęconej kolekcji znalazł się nawet wroga. Znajdziesz tam cenne informacje o przeciwnika, na przykład ich podatności na dział niektórych zachwiań. Magia jest nami. Wszyscy?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
No halo, nie idź.
Are you all right?
Się zmachała.
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Could you tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortioners, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
Pionki przesłał. Mogę przyjść sam.
But thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Jakie badania?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Oh.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of
O,
Merlin.
kolejne misje
I
poboczne nam się
believe
szykują.
he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Gdzie ją masz? A tu.
This
No
trunk.
dobra.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
5. No powinno
Lovely. Now,
starczyć.
notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Plenty of Mallowsweet on the swell. Patterns.
O. Po prostu.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Uncharted territory.
Incendio!
I'm curious about these.
Reparo. Levioso. Incendio! The flames make the pyre sink. Incendio!
Curious. The pyres are back where they
Trzeba by to
started.
szybciej zrobić.
Incendio! Incendio!
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Teraz. Ale się rozwiązali. Wow. Altana, ale piękna.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Pani profesor zadowolona?
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions.
Jeszcze więcej
How
pytań?
does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Myślę, że potem są już
Not
trudniejsze.
precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground.
No dobra, to
You
będziemy
should feel free to solve them as you come
odkrywać
across
tajemnicę
them.
Merlina.
I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Jesteśmy po Hogwartu. Wielka sala. O, dokładnie. Możemy wrócić do pokoju wspólnego. Trochę się pokręcić.
What are you up to now?
No, dużo rzeczy. Czas na herbatkę. No, bohater z magicznych zwierząt. Gdzie obok? Gdzie jakieś koteczki nagłaskane. O! Byśmy za daleko nie odlecieli. Co wam się pokazuje? A, zajęcia z zielarstwa. No dobra. 3% dopiero na wyzwanie. Misji 10, eksploracji 1. 3% w stronach przewodnika. 5 na 10 czarnoksiężników to jeszcze. Może nam się jeszcze gdzieś po drodze trafi. Tu? Idź chyba bliżej. No. I zielarstwo rzut peretem od nas.
What am I missing?
Akurat panią profesor zielarstwa widziałam na długo, zanim było wiadomo, kiedy będzie premiera, bo były przecieki. Więc tym bardziej się cieszę. No to taki wariacik.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
Bardziej do jakiejś... pasowałaby do jakiejś plastyki. Więc jakiś taki kreatywny.
A little treat for your auntie. Oh, hello.
Ojej.
Class,
Hello.
please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Jeszcze człowiek uroczy, który nazywa każdego uczniom różą.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl.
Słodziak.
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves
Mandragory.
with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake.
Czemu się o mandragorach uczymy na tamtym roku?
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Będzie głośno.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Uwaga. O, jest. Jak to się drze. Uff. Ogłuchnąć można.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
Nic nie było.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Może chciałam nas sprawdzić. Że dała nam bardziej
Now for
wyrośniętą.
our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our...
I wonder if hippogriffs like not...
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us
What
find you some
is
seeds.
Dittany?
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle
Musimy
arrangement.
zasiać
If it's
Dittany.
fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make
Co
it
tu?
a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let
Jakby mogli
Professor
tłumaczyć od razu, do
Sharp
czego
tell you
te
about that.
eliksiry mają
Now, what say
nam
we
służyć.
branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of
Chińska
flora,
kąsająca
the
kapusta.
Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The
Rzućcie
cabbages
nas.
do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers.
No już
They do
wiemy, że
bite.
to są. No jesteś.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages.
No zaprowadź.
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbage, that's it. And they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to
Ja
have a
już
go
się
at
boję.
tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Chińska kapusta. No tak. Przytrzymaj L1 i naciśnij. Uwaga. Wow. Jezu.
Mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes
Przejdźmy
out.
więcej, będzie
Did
ciekawe.
save her the denoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs.
Ja
The
mam
kind of plants that have
czarnkobuły
your back
były
in a
fajne.
fight. Not saying you
No i
can't go it
grze.
alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
zwłaszcza w zakazanym lesie.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Dobra, spadamy. Spieszmy sobie jeszcze. O! Pani profesor, zrobiliśmy.
With that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite
No nie.
marks or missing digits.
Palce całe, jak widzimy.
As you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden.
Czy to nie zabawne, że do każdego profesora mówimy, że ich przedmiot jest oczywiście najwspanialszy na świecie?
Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking.
Czy to nie takie delikatne kłamstwo i prowokacja? Dobra, zajęcia zwieractwa zrobione. O, 7. poziom.
Only cost me my damned hearing.
Co nam mapa pokazuje? Runda 3. Powalczymy. No, można jeszcze trochę powalczyć. No to te postacie. Pojedynkowiczka popiołków. Te czarownice to jedne z najszybszych sług Rokuda. Mogą zaskoczyć przeciwników łączonymi atakami. Ich potężnego zaklęcia redukcji nie można zablokować zaklęciami tarczy, ale można przewadzić jego rzucenie za pomocą zaklęcia odcinającego, co spowoduje, że stracą kontrolę i trafią kogoś ze swojej bandy. Dobrze wiedzieć. Tak na przyszłość. Wszystko? Jakieś wyzwanie. No tu jeszcze jest. Dobra. Jeszcze zajęcia z eliksirów. Mamy już wymagane. Dobra, to na tej zakończę z eliksirów. W takim razie. Szybka podróż. To tu. Idziemy do lochów. No. Dzień dobry.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion.
O tym nam mówiła ta pani nad jeziorem.
Can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it.
No w sumie ten eliksir to my już go używamy, bo my się tym eliksirem żeśmy leczyli. Od w sumie pierwszych minut grania.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Soku. Chorbutka. Żeby nie za dużo. Żeby nie było boom. Mieszamy, mieszamy. Czy profesor będzie zadowolony?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Ja nie zapomniałam.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But
Chyba,
in the
chyba
future,
nas
you'll be
polubił.
expected to provide your own ingredients.
No dobra, ale
Some
wykorzyśmy
can be
wszystko.
harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more
On nas nie wierzy.
Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to
Rodzina
meet
nasza jest profesor.
Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
No, lepiej nie trafić zaufania. Ja, popiołka są. Futro. O, notatka służbowa. 31 grudzień 1865 roku. Odbiera aurorów. Borgin i Burks. Skesy Borgina i Burkesa dochodzi do zwiększonej aktywności poza zwyczajowymi godzinami pracy, szczególnie bardzo wczesnym rankiem, kiedy na tył sklepu dotrają podejrzane dostawy. W oparciu o posiadaną wiedzę na temat reputacji sklepu zwiększamy liczbę aurorów, jaka będzie obserwować ten przybytek. Wyznaczono Ciebie do tego zadania, oczekuj na dalsze rozkazy. Świetnie. Ja rzeczywiście było łatwo dostać na to pióro. No ale nie ryzykujmy.
Your potion stations organized. Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience.
Edurus. Jedna butelka nam ma z tego wyjść. No dobra. Jeszcze kilka sekund. Yes.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Get it! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor again.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Dobra, znacie jakieś róbki.
My robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
Skrzyżowanie różdżek. No równe. Chyba damy radę.
Now, was it too... A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
To zróbmy tak. Czas do pokoju. Zanim jeszcze dojdziemy. Ciekawe, czego od nas portal będzie chciał. Tak, panie.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret.
No, już raczej nikt nie zabiją.
Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear you're up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more about your great niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Oh, didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
No dobra.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved soon.
Czyżby to było to, o czym czytałam?
I shall see you there soon, I hope.
Bo jeżeli to będzie to, raz, że to będzie jedna z ostatnich misji, jakie cię zrobimy, a dwa, będzie intrygujące i ciekawie.
It's me, Gareth. Do you have...
Nie mam chwili, Gareth. Trzeba się spieszyć. Wypuśćcie. Czekajcie, nie mogę się przerzucić szybciej? Mapa Hogsmeade. Ja mam to tak daleko. No nie. Trochę nam to zajmie. Nie mamy jeszcze arbuz odblokowanego latania na miotle. Jest za wcześnie. Tak niestety nie działa. Ale jak uwierz, że podróże będą szybsze, a dwa, jak też potrzebuję odblokować większość tych komików sieci film, bo one nas przenoszą w szybką podróż. No spokojnie. Wiecie, to jest dopiero trzeci stream, no to też nie oczekujemy po 2 czy niecałe 1,5 godziny gry, że nagle będziemy wszystko robić. Taka muzyka teraz jak z Narni leci. Nie, tu nie ma nic takiego tam. No trudno. Będzie trzeba biec. Kilometr. Jak przejdziemy główną fabułę, to będziemy robić te wszystkie misje poboczne. Dokładnie. Też mam nadzieję, że to odblokujemy przy którejś z misji.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Do góry. Tylko pytanie, czy nie zlecimy. Czy nie? Jesteśmy w północnym rejonie Hogwartu. Trzeba sobie trochę poradzić. Ale już jesteśmy, patrzcie, jesteśmy blisko. Oj, no i Wolfie chciałeś na skróty, ale chyba ten nie przepłyniemy. O! No i poza lataniem to ja chcę ale humory móc jak najszybciej odkryć, bo wypadałoby, byśmy już pootwierali wszystko zamknięte. Zwłaszcza, że tam są zamki, niektóre już nawet mieli na poziomie 3, więc pytanie, czy nie będziemy musieli tego, że tak powiem, praktykować. O, północna Hogsmeade, bardzo dobrze.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Może nie tak, może to było przegięcie jednak. Dobra. No właśnie. Kolejna strona z przewodnika. Już prawie jesteśmy na miejscu. Ciekawe, co nam powie. Uwaga, czerwone znaczniki. Niedaleko nas, byśmy sobie nie narobili kłopotów. Bo niektóre potwory nie pokonamy, jak będą za duża różnica w poziomach umiejętności.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
No tak creepy. Uhu. No mało jesteśmy już. Dotarliśmy do Heleny.
This must be the place Minister Dick.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an Auror.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible. But I'm not sure how I
Że
can
nasza,
help.
to co czytałam, stanie się chyba realne.
She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And do you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared.
Nie, już będziemy musieli nas 11 tysięcy zagadek
She
robić
swears
teraz.
she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't
Da
meet.
radę.
Jackdaw's ghost
Ogarnię
vanished
później.
almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
Oczywiście, wszystko mnie zobaczy ciekawa.
Count me in. I suppose it has a peculiar appeal to some, but it can be terribly disconcerting. Fortunately, being a retired Aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep
Do boju
you safe.
Wolfie, a nie O nie. No spokojnie, spokojnie, Kapik da radę.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
Ciekawe, ciekawe. Ciekawe, co się stało też z duchem Czapitała.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
A co,
I'd
że
like to know
znajdziemy?
more about Anne.
That poor soul. Never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
I z tego co wiem o tej misji, że jeżeli raz tam wejdziemy, to już drugiego razu nie będziemy mieli możliwości. Czekajcie. ogarniał mi kabel do ładowania. Dobra, to lecimy.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself.
I to dzisiaj
We'll
będzie
operate
ostatnia
together.
misja, jaką
Don't
zrobię.
worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
Azkaban. Azkaban. O. Dementorzy. Powiało grozą. Króliczy. Ale urocze.
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me.
Tak na krótko?
This isn't a place for loitering.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty dementors.
Jezu, a te jęki?
Not even I could convince the ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
Okej. Te jęki przyprawiają mnie ociarki.
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what
O,
you
coś
should
jest
know
otwarte.
of Hogwarts.
Nie ma tu skrzyni? Nic tu nie ma. Ale nas oszukali. Co za mędy. Co mi tą rękę wystawiać, Majce?
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Tu? Tu też nic nie ma.
Who's there? Why torment me further?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Cicho i spokojnie.
Are
No,
you
okej.
Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student
Azkaban, Arbus
from
Azkaban.
Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the
Już szalała.
pages.
Tylu latach w
Methinks the
Azkabanie.
feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in upper
No jak
Hogsfield.
natury bezcenne przed jaskini. Po co ta tajemnica?
What are you trying to say? That the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield,
Dom w ruinie,
hours
skały
of vault
wyskryje.
concealed.
A
Zagadki.
vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Ellen, Ellen, no, you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
O nie. Czyżby miała zginąć? Co ona jej zrobiła?
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
Aha. I tak po prostu nas zostawili.
But Madame Thistlewood, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Za blisko, no dobra. Ale Azkaban był? Był. Na krótko? No, tylko Arbus pytanie, znaczy pewnie przeżyła. To jest, kurwa, kurde, w końcu czarodziej, tak? Ale no... No ale gdzie mam to znaleźć? Że co, że tu? A, że niżej. Jeszcze niżej? Kurczaczki. No się tam krzywda mną nie stała. Te jaskinie różne dziwne rzeczy mogą zostawić. Ulice. No.
This must be the place Anne told me about.
Ale odkryliśmy Azkaban.
No
Słuchajcie, jestem przeszczęśliwa. Dlatego, że tylko i wyłącznie w tym domu można było to zrobić. Ale o tym się dowiedziałam już po czasie. Więc było w ogóle zabawnie. O!
How did you do this? No, that's not it.
Leviosa.
Nie.
Incendio. Accio.
It's no wonder Anne never found that clue. No. How did you do this?
Wszystkie można? A, może w ten sposób.
No, that's not it. It's no wonder Anne never found that clue.
To już wystaje. Dobra, to teraz tak.
No. How did you do this?
To trzeba jakoś zrobić.
No, that's not it. It's no wonder Anne never found that clue.
Czekajcie, jak to było? Oj tam.
No. How did you do this, Jackdaw?
Lekarz. Arbus nie takie to jeszcze wiesz, to nie są najgroźniejsze zaklęcia. No dobra. Nie wiem, my tam mamy. Znajdź to, co zostawił dla...
Incendio.
No, that's not it.
Nie wiem, jak to zrobić.
It's no wonder Anne never found that clue.
No to musi otwierać, nie? Więc...
You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw.
Dobra, jedna strona jest otwarta.
No. How did you do this, Jackdaw?
Raz. Dwa. Trzy. Też góra.
You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw.
Uwaga.
Now, where's the clue you left behind?
Jest. Najdroższa Anne, gratuluję. Rozwiązałeś zagadkę. Wiedziałam, że jesteś bratnią duszą, z którą mogę dzielić przygody. Spotkajmy się na skraju zakazanego lasu, gdy tylko będziesz mogła, a ja pokażę ci wspomnianą mapę. Nie mam pojęcia, dokąd nas zaprowadzi. Znalazłem ją na stronach wybranych przez Irytka z tej tajnej księgi i zdaje się, że nikt nie ma o niej pojęcia. Nie wiem, co nas czeka, ale cieszę się, że razem pójdziemy tą drogą. To dopiero początek. Richard Pest. Jestem niezmiernie rad, że to znalazłaś. W przeciwnym razie musiałbym pójść sam. A co to za zabawa?
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Ale tego pewnie dowiemy się wkrótce.
I should investigate.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw? I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best of her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently.
Dobre mi niedawno.
I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be
No jak żeśmy nie poznali? Wszyscy żeśmy poznali. Poznaliśmy
Once Anne showed
dyrektora.
an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Thank you. I need to find those pages. To help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Na dzisiaj to wystarczy. Więzień miłości ukończone. Na dzień dzisiejszy koniec misji. Tak. Przynajmniej część. Tu tak, w głównej misji tak, a resztę zrobimy po prostu następnym streamem. Dlatego, że już jest 20. Także widzicie. Tu jest arbuz napisane, że musimy najpierw nauczyć się zakręcać rozbrajającego, zanim pójdziemy za duchem wyczętym Jackdawnem do zakazanego lasu. Także dziękuję, cieszę się, że byliście i zapraszam na następne spotkanie w Hogwarcie.